An easy way to make a letter more interesting is to slice some shapes out of it. Choose a chunky font, I'm using Arial Black, and type a letter. Choose a shape, I'm going to use a heart. Duplicate it several times and resize. I decided on 3 different sizes. Then place them over your letter. Now you need to move your letter out of the way. Select all of your shapes and weld them together. Bring back your letter shape and position it so that all your shapes are inside the outline, and then slice. Once you see your sliced elements appear in the right panel, you will be able to remove the layers of the sliced elements, delete the ones you don't want, and you will be left with your new letter shape. Another fun way to change a letter is to cut a pattern from it. To do this, go to Images and type Pattern in the search bar. Select a pattern. I'm using the zigzags. Now you need to make an offset outline of your letter. I set the offset outline at 0.1 inches for this one. Move the outline aside for now and place the pattern over your letter. Select all and slice. Remove the sliced elements that you don't want. Bring back your offset outline and place it over your letter-shaped pattern. Now we need to go to Align at the top of the screen and choose Center, and then click Slice again. Move away the sliced elements that you don't want and you have a new letter shape. For the next fun idea, I've selected some simple leaf and flowers from Images. I've resized them to a much smaller size and grouped them together and duplicated the group a couple of times. I'm going to fill the letter shape with these images, leaving as little space between them as I can. This requires some patience as it takes a while. To get a good fit, I need to resize and rotate the images. I'm also using the contour tool to remove the hole from one of the flower images. And 15 minutes later, I finally filled in the letter shape. Now I'm going to quickly delete all the bits that are left over that aren't needed anymore. Click on the outside of the shape. This will highlight it on the canvas. Now move it aside and select all the images and then weld them together. Although I've welded these images together, as they are not overlapping each other, they wouldn't cut out as one whole shape. Now change the operation to pen, and this will make a shape that can be drawn. Another idea is to weld images or shapes onto letters. I'm going with a football theme, so I found some football related images. They are quite intricate, so we'll see how they cut in a minute. You may have noticed that I used the flip tool to flip my image horizontally for a better fit. Once you've chosen your images, you just need to position them on the letter, making sure that they overlap at least some of the letter shape, or they'll cut as separate elements rather than one piece. I've chosen to use a thinner font this time. I'm using Avenir. I'm going to remove the football and replace it with the other one. So first I'm going to use the contour tool and I'm going to click on all the bits that I don't want to see. I'm going to resize the other football and position that so that it overlaps the letter shape. After fiddling with the football shirt for a bit, I decided that I didn't want to use it after all. Once you're happy with your design, select all and hit weld. And that's it. I love this idea for personalising birthday cards with personal interests. Here's how they turned out after cutting. I haven't positioned my A shape over the hearts very well, so the lowest heart is too close to the edge. So I went back to Design Space and used the contour tool to remove it. For my B, I decided to use the contour tool again to remove the smallest holes at the bottom. Although it took the longest to design, my C came out great and it would work well with lots of other themes. I needed to go back and work on the D. I used the contour tool to remove some of the very small holes and that did the trick.